Hi everyone, welcome to Nareshai Technologies. So this is Srinivas. Today we are going to start the session about the campus recruitment drive, right? So that is what NCR Corporation on-campus recruitment drive. Of course, it is completely online now. Campus recruitment drive. Okay. See, so not only this time, every time the process of NCR Corporation recruitment is the same. Every time it is the same. See here, every time the NCR recruits in the same way. Either it is a online or it is a off campus or it is an on campus, anything. The two sections are there in the recruitment process. The test consisted of two sections generally. Every time. So one is completely coding programs, and the second one is a MCQs. But generally, in the previous cases, coding is a common. So what is that? It contains two questions. This section contains two questions. So you have to prepare before. So nothing but how can we adjust the time and all. So that's why I'm explaining all these things. This section contains the two questions and the corresponding time they will give. For example, time is a 30 minutes they will give. 30 minutes. So what type of questions they will ask? Like questions like here it is a reverse the string without library function. And for example, check the input number is Armstrong or not. Of course, so based on the input applications and all, so they can change the questions also. Complexity they will increase based on the input and all. Generally, I'm giving that the questions be like this. And the second one is a MCQs. Previously, generally how the MCQs section, so it has a 4 subsections actually. It has 4 subsections which contains aptitude, verbal, logical and reasoning, and finally the technical. But now in the current drive, in this MCQs, they completely concentrate on data structures only. No aptitude, verbal, logical and reasoning. In a technical, so nothing but all questions completely they will ask only from data structures and algorithms. And this is through HackerEarth. So the problems in a HackerRank and HackerEarth, almost if you practice, then easily we can crack. That is. See here. See here. So whenever we are doing this, whenever we are executing programs, how can we execute and where we can execute means what? They will provide the online compilers. So there only you have to write the code and you should submit. That's it. It is completely online process. completely online process. Now here it is the questions. Yeah, it will be uploaded into the YouTube, don't worry. Okay, you can check this also later. Now the concept is, here it is in these questions, string without library function and Armstrong number, and mostly they are concentrating on two concepts. So nowadays current process is the questions, the first round is completely based on object oriented programming, and the second round is based on that data structures and algorithms MCQs. This one. But see, here it is in the first round. Sir, object orientation using which programming language? There is no language restriction. Nowadays companies are recruiting directly. They are providing online compilers. Simply they will ask the question, the same question only. For example, check the input number is Armstrong or not. In which language we have to write? That is completely your wish. If you are good at C programming, you can write the code in C programming, because compilers are already available, online compilers already available. You can select the online compiler, you can write the code. Okay. See here, in this object oriented programming, most of the questions, object orientation means what? They never ask the questions based on inheritance concept. Right, is like exception means what? Encapsulation, abstraction, no such type of concepts. It's like here it is a string manipulations, right? Array elements processing, array processing, collections, because anyway these are also objects. IO streaming, most of the questions, right? Here it is a different types of array string manipulations, different types of array processing. See here, sir, is there any dump? When we practice the dump, can we crack? Means what? Definitely not. We should improve our programming skills, and we should be ready for every question. Frequently they are changing the questions, frequently. Okay, so whenever you are logically strong, if you improve your logical skills, so that we will be ready to answer everything. That is. And suppose here it is in data structures and algorithms MCQs. So what type of things they are expecting? Here it is a arrays first, stacks, queues, linked lists, trees, graphs. Based on this, they are expecting the questions. MCQs. Sir, 4 options are present, so we can pick up one answer easily. Is not like that. It means what? The sample questions also I will provide, because of course we have collected all these things from the internet sources only, but the questions almost like that. For example, if you take a stack, I'll show you few things. The questions will be like this. Initially seems to be simple. It's like a stack. Inserting an element into the stack, technically called. Removing an element from the empty stack result. Right, here it is a balancing parenthesis. postfix, infix, prefix notations, evaluations. Most of the questions they will cover from recursions and expression evaluations only. Stack questions means what? Completely based on these things. Expression evaluations only. So you should be ready to answer every question. To answer every question. For example, here it is a 20 questions are there. Sir, how can we answer all questions? How can we answer all questions? First of all, we need to learn the theoretical concepts. Theoretical concepts means first stack insertion deletion process, how the stack will be, stack insertion process, deletion process, other operations, how can we perform, and followed by infix, prefix, postfix evaluations. If you complete these two concepts, then stack will be completed. Sir, how long it will take? It's not a big thing. Each concept will take 1 day, 1 session, or 1.5 session. Each concept, it will take 1 session or 1.5 session. But the thing is what? You should able to practice all these things. After completion of session, you need to work on this one. We need to concentrate on both. First one, see, data structures knowledge is not required. But remember, whenever I'm explaining the concept, at least now you have to study well. That's it. And one more thing is what? See, the question is what? Can you explain all the theories detailed? Based on their requirement. Already they have given some requirement, nothing but the stacks, queues, linked lists, binary search trees and all. I'm collecting the MCQs. What type of MCQs they have asked previously in the previous interviews. Okay, and from all the websites, what kind of MCQs are present? All MCQs we have already collected. According to that only, we have documented. Programs I will not explain. Of course, we don't have that much time also. But theoretically, at least MCQs, how can you answer? To answer all those questions. Right? I'll explain the complete theoretical concept. This one. And so here it is. Initially, the time is 10 days. Of course, if it is extended little bit, so don't worry. Okay. So we will discuss all concepts without fail. Depends on their expectation. But here the thing is what? So before going to understand that logical programming, this one is the first round. Whenever we concentrate on object-oriented programming, mostly string manipulations, array manipulations, collections, and IO streaming. Hope all of you good at core Java concepts. Do you know core Java well? Yeah. Okay. All MCQs I will share, and the complete documentation also. I will share. But the thing is what? For example, first 3-4 days we completely concentrate on string, arrays, collections, manipulations only. As a later around 7 days or 8 days we concentrate on data structures and algorithms. Maximum how much is possible to attempt the test, right? From our side we will help you. That is. But see, whenever we are expecting an answer for the question, you should able to write the answer. From the basic questions only we are going to start. That is, sir, exactly what you are giving, the same thing will come means what? No, that's not guaranteed. But this logical knowledge definitely useful for you to crack the test. because instantly you have to think about the test, about the questions they are asking. They are changing frequently. The students, those are already following the websites like a HackerRank, right? A Lead Code, CodeChef, right? Hacker Earth, right? You know what type of questions they are expecting, right? So logically, whenever we stuck, we cannot crack the interview. We cannot crack the interview. That's why. Okay. So now we completely concentrate on that object-oriented programming, that strings and arrays manipulation. Arrays and strings, simply. Arrays and strings manipulations. Manipulations. Every question you should able to answer. Every question you should able to answer. That is. Sir, object orientation is in which language means what? Here we are using Java, because most of the students belongs to the Java classes only, core Java classes. And data structures MCQs only, so no language, any language MCQs are same, so we can go through data structures through C language. Data structures through C language. That is. See here, in arrays and string manipulations, we start from the very simple concept. We start from a very simple concept. Just create and display an array, create and initialize an array with 5 integers, and next followed by display the elements. If you can able to write the answer, you can write the answer parallelly. You can test yourself also. That is. Okay. So online everyone can apply. So don't worry that. This one. Okay. See here it is a create and initialize an array with 5 integers. After that, please display that one. Please concentrate on coding part only. Please don't concentrate on unnecessary things like creating groups and all. Slowly we do all these things. First of all, check yourself whether you are able to get the things or not. Technically, right? You can able to perform or not based on these questions what I'm asking. Okay, so that is the today process. Please everyone, do it fast. Create and initialize an array. Initialize means what? Directly assign. No need to use new integer of size is of 5. Direct initialization. And display elements using for loop. Please don't use enhanced for loop. That will come in the next one. Display elements using for loop. Do it fast. How many of you can write? And let me write parallelly also. Let me write parallelly. See here I'm creating one array. Simple integer array, just ARR. Size no need to specify in Java. Hope we know. And 5 elements you can initialize directly like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This one. And next here, how can we display the elements? Using for loop. If you want to write that message like elements are, you can. Elements are. And here it is a for. I value starts with a 0 and up to that length How can you find the length? There is a predefined variable length. I plus plus, and you know that how to print system.out.println ARR of I. ARR of I. Sir, I'm not good at Java. Suppose I am the student of .NET. You can write the code in .NET also. They are expecting one object-oriented programming. One object-oriented programming they are expecting. That is important. Okay. So when you write this simple code, you will get the output. Whenever we are displaying the values, simple. Hope everyone can write this kind of codes. Hope everyone can write this kind of codes. This one. Okay, right. Next one is here it is we are using. Now create one array. With size is 5. And read elements using scanner object from keyboard. From keyboard means what? System.in. You know that. Read 5 elements using the scanner object. Display elements using for each loop. For each loop means what? Enhanced for loop. Create one array with the size is 5. You know that how to create the array. Integer array equals to new integer of 5. Sir, how can we read the values? Please use a scanner class object. Create the object of scanner class and display elements using for each loop. The questions like this only. If you have already practiced, if you have an already account in a LeetCode, HackerRank and HackerEarth, you can see such type of programs. From the basic level, slowly they will increase the complexity of programming. Here I am also doing the same thing. Slowly I am checking, but I will not ask very simple codes like addition of 2 numbers, biggest of 3 numbers, no such type of questions at all. Because company expectations like that. According to company expectations only, now I'm asking the questions. Okay, so please do that. We are importing that. So most of the code they will give in the compiler according to their requirement. Remaining part only you have to write in some of the cases. Integer, new integer with the size is 5. And of course the scanner object also we are creating, scan equals to new scanner. And we are passing the keyboard object which is system.in, which is predefined right in Java. So now we are expecting enter elements. We ask enter elements. So same 5 times it will repeat. Every time we are reading, you know how to read scan dot next int. It will read an element. And that we are collecting into that array of I value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is varying. That is. And here it is finally we are just displaying using for each loop. Elements are for each loop means what? You know that how to write. Right side is array and the left side is what element by element we are collecting and we are printing the same thing. The same thing we are printing. We are reading the elements using for loop. We are displaying the elements using for each loop. Enhanced for loop in Java. Enhanced for loop in Java. No, we cannot use a C language because the questions they are expecting in object oriented programming. You can choose C++, you can choose Java, .NET, Python. Anything you can choose, but not C language. Okay, because the company requirement in such a way, we are following the same thing only. First two questions object oriented programming only. First two questions object oriented programming only. Next 15 MCQs from data structures and algorithms only. Clearly they mentioned, so the same pattern they will follow. We must follow the same pattern only. That's the reason. Okay. Yes, that is. So in the for each loop, so everything it will collect from that input array. So anyway, it is an integer type. Array is an integer type. So we collect the value into element and we are printing that same element. Same element. The input, whenever we give the input any values, it will display the same values only. It will display the same values. That is. C students are not eligible for this drive means what? Whenever they are expecting object orientation also, in C language object orientation is not there. So that's why. Okay. According to their expectations only. Expectations only. That is. Simple. Okay. So now here. Same here it is in array only. In array only. Just search for an element. Search for an element in the array. Search for an element in the array. That is. Take the array directly. Initial array, please take directly because we know already how to read and all. Don't waste the time. Don't waste the time. Suppose some values are like this. Next, we ask enter element to search. Enter key to search. So we just collect that key only. We just collect that key only. My requirement is, suppose if element, the key found, where it is found, you have to write. If key is not found, you should give that message is what? Not found. If you are having any idea of a linear search, the same thing you can use here. Remaining code you please write. Do it fast. Searching. See how can we search? The process I'll explain. The process, for example, this is array. This is array and some elements are present 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Here it is that key element is present. Key element is present. Suppose key is a 40. You need to compare with all values. 0th location, 1st location, 2nd location, 3rd location. If element found, You should give the message element found and break the loop. Just break the loop. If element not found, we keep on searching if element is not found. Right? You should come out and display that message is a element not found. Element not found, that is. How many of you can write? Please do this. Yeah, okay. So here, so whenever we are writing, first of all, remember one thing, take one Boolean type variable. Boolean type variable. So that is found, element found is a false. Initially we consider that element is not found. Element is not found. Then we are expecting, we are starting from index 0 to length and I plus plus. Every time inside we are checking. Every time inside we are checking if that ARR value, ARR of I value index location element is comparing with a key element. Index location element is comparing I value 0 na. 0th location element we are comparing with a key. Suppose if both are equal, if we found the element, we are just giving the message yes, element found. Found at location that is I, that index I we are printing, that's it. And we just found equal to true. Because element found, right? I just want to break this loop. I don't want to continue because element already found. Element already found. If not found, we are giving the message. We are giving the message that element not found message we are giving. Look at this. Look at this. In different ways, we need to understand this code. The first thing, suppose in the array, what we are looking for, the element is present. Suppose I am looking for 30. 30 is already present in the array. Key value is 30. First 0th location element we are searching, element not found. Loop will repeat. First location element not found. Loop will repeat. Is checking with the second location element. Second location element, yes, element found. Element found at location 2. So that found value is a true. So false value become true. And break. This for loop will be terminated and the control come out. If not found, what is that found value, guys? True. This part is important. Not true means what? According to logical operator, false. Whenever false, this statement will not execute. Element not found message will not execute because element already found. Because element already found. This one. See here, suppose if element is not present. If element is not present, we are looking for 30. If it is not there, the control never enters into this one. So this if block never executes. Found value will be false only. And after for loop, if not found means what? If not false. Not false means logical operator returns true. If true, yes, condition is true, and it will execute that element not found message. It will execute that element not found message. This is based on that input only. Everyone should maintain that found variable. Found is very, very important. Not only in this linear searching algorithm, any searching algorithm in your life. Generally in C language and in internet codes, we will see that one variable called a flag, 0 or 1 mostly. C students will see this one, flag. Just like a flag, we use a found. Found means what? Same. In C language, 0 or 1. If it is Java, is a false and true we maintain. In every searching algorithm, not only in linear search, if it is a linear search, if it is a binary search, if it is a hash search, any other, suppose in trees we are searching, in graphs we are searching, this found true, found false concepts compulsory everywhere. It's a global concept. Keep it in mind. Sometimes they will use a found and sometimes they will use a flag. Sometimes they will use a flag. That's it. Okay, this one. So when we execute this code, enter key to search. See here it is already elements are there. I'm looking for 30 element found at location 2. Suppose here it is I'm looking for 70 which is not present, element not found. Clearly you will get the message. Clearly you will get the message. This one. Yeah, it will be uploaded into the YouTube. And this is for 2021 criteria. Okay. And yeah, competitive is nothing but logical technical classes we will start. Anyway, now we have started this NCR. As most of the students are unable to write these kind of codes, but I can't do anything. Main problem is here, this is not the logical programming concept from the scratch to explain, starting from the hello world program, addition of 2 numbers program, addition of 3 numbers program, biggest of 2 numbers one by one. Okay, it's not complete technical. This is in NCR interview point of view. They are asking such type of complex codes only. And now what we have started, according to them, these are also simple concepts only. These are also simple concepts only. That's why. Sir, if a number is given, how do we display sum of its digits? For example, given 1, 2, 3, output is a 6. Can you please explain? Yeah, wait. The question is what? The question is what? Find sum of digits. First of all, before that, one by one, slowly, if you come, you will understand more clearly. First of all, find digits of given input number. Digits of given input number. If you want to take that number, you can take. If you want to take that number, you can take. Enter a number. Enter a number. They will input. Suppose we are taking. Suppose we are taking. See, look at this. Suppose here it is number is, we just collect that n is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As whenever you divide with a 10, whenever you divide with a 10, you will get the answer is a 1, 2, 3. So one digit gone. Next n is equal to, you will repeat the same loop 1, 2, 3. You just divide with a 10. Result is a 1, 2, 12 only. Second digit gone. Next here it is a 12 divided by 10. Only one time. Third digit gone. Next n is equal to 1 by 10. Output will become 0. Until it is 0, you have to repeat the loop. Until it is not equals to 0, if you repeat the loop, total 4 digits are there. So your loop will repeat exactly 4 times. Your loop will repeat exactly 4 times. So that how many digits you can count. You can count. Take that number. Take that number. This one. And we are writing that while that number is greater than 0 or not equals to 0. Anything you can use, no issues. First take one variable int digits equals to 0. Inside just digit plus plus. By performing number is equals to number by 10 and increase the digits value. Digits plus plus. Finish. First time number like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is not equals to 0. Yes, condition is true. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4 by 10 means what? Result 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 will store into this number. One digit gone, so digits you have to increase by 1. By digits plus plus. By make it digit plus plus. That is. Okay. Now here it is a same, this loop will repeat. Next 1, 2, 3 not equals to 0. Next 1, 2 not equals to 0. Next 1 not equals to 0. Finally it is 0. 0 not equals 0, condition false. Condition false. It will come out. We are just printing that number of digits. Digits count. Digits count. Here it is a digits. We are printing this one. When you execute this code, enter number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total digits 5. Sir, I have entered only 7. Digits count is a 1 only. Only 1. This is just finding the digits only. This kind of questions they are expecting. This kind of questions they are expecting. That is. Next in the same way. Next, yeah, material I will share, don't worry. At the end of the class, here only, in that chart only, I will share that file. The entire document I will share. So don't worry about that. Okay, right here. Here. Now in the same way, just find the sum. Sum is different. Find the sum of digits in the given number. In the given number, count the digits different. Find the sum of digits is different completely. Is different completely. Look at this. Suppose if n equals to 1, 2, 3. if n equals to 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now how can we get the digit? Not divided by operation, n mod operation. N mod 10 will give the remainder, that is 3. Take one variable sum. Take one variable sum. Initially sum value 0. Please add this sum to 3. So 0 plus 3 value 3. Digits you will get. When you perform remainder operation, mod operation, you have to perform mod operation. Next, we need to work with remaining 2 digits. Sir, how can we get remaining 2 digits, sir? Same like previous operation, n by 10. You will get a 12. You will get a 12. The same on 12. On 12, you need to perform n mod 10. N mod 10 result is a 2. Remainder you will get. Please add that 2 to this one. So 3 plus 2 value become 5. 3 plus 2 value become 5. So like this, digit by digit we need to collect and we need to add to the sum. Add to the sum, that is. Okay. So in this place, in this code, enter the number, not digits, just take one variable sum. Before that, take the remainder. Remainder is equals to number mod operation with a 10. Mod operation with a 10. When you perform the mod operation, you please add to the sum. That remainder value add to the sum. Sum equals to sum plus remainder. Finally, digits sum is. That sum we are printing. Logical questions in all programming languages are same. When we use mod operator, when we use a divided by operator, how can we arrange these things only we need to learn. That is what improving the logical skills. If you are logically strong, if you are keep on practicing logical programs, then any interview you can attempt. Any technical interview you can attempt. It's not a big thing. But slowly you have to improve your logical skills. Keep it in mind. Yeah, I'll explain. See here, whenever we are taking one number, so let me take n is equals to 468. 468 not equals to 0, condition is true. 468 is not equals to 0, condition is true. The control come inside. 468 mod 10. Nothing but whenever you perform mod operation means 468. When you divide only 46 times, that is 460. 460 and remainder will come, that is 8. That is 8 remainder, right? 8 is nothing but this is one digit. Please add that digit to the sum. Initially, what is the sum value? 0. 0 plus remainder 8. That 8 will be added here. 8 will be added here. So once it is done, next we need to work with 46 only. Sir, how can we get 46? That is what number is equals to number by 10. Divided by 10 means what? It will give the quotient. Mod 10 means what? It will give the remainder. Understands the difference. Understand the difference. That is. So whenever we get divided by, so means what? 46 will come. So next n value is 46. Again loop will repeat. 46 is not equals to 0. It will come inside. 46 mod 10. Nothing but it will perform that remainder operation on 46. How many times? 4 times only. 4 times. It's 40. 40. So that remainder is a 6. So that remainder is a 6. Now that 6 will be added to 8. 8 plus 6 is a 14. 8 plus 6 is a 14. Next here it is that n value become 4. Here it is n value become 4. Now same operation 10 is performing that mod operation. It's not divisible. It's not divisible. 0 times. So remainder will come as usual 4. That 4 will be added to this 14. So 4 plus 14 value is a 18 will give. 18 will give. Okay. So that 18, next time n value becomes 0. 0 not equals to 0 condition false. This while loop will be terminated. This while loop will be terminated. So that digits, here it is 18 will print. That some value will print. That some value will print. This one. Okay. So this is how this code gets executed. See here it is a why can't we split the number, then iterate through the number, then add one by one. What you are adding, reminders you have to add. Reminders you have to add. Of course, here it is a reminder. We are declaring that. And inside also you can declare, it's not a big issue. The basic compilation errors we can solve. It's not a big thing. 5, 6, 8 digits sum is a 19. Digits sum is a 19. That is. Okay. Daily class timings 3 p.m. because another class is there. Okay. See guys, from tomorrow onwards, around the class will be minimum 1.5 hours and more technical examples. More technical examples, because as it is the first class, you please decide and you please create your mindset to write such type of examples. Such type of examples. Everything we give is around the class is what starts exactly at 2:05 to 3:30 or 3:40. Complete array manipulation questions and string manipulation questions, collection questions, completely we cover in next 3 days. Next 3 days. Okay. Yeah, the documents we will send. The complete document we will send to everyone. And see, wait here only. Here only. Oh, wait. Why is coming? Wait. To everyone I have to send. Please don't message. Everyone, please don't message. 1 second, 1 second. 1 second, please don't message everyone, please. Just 1 second, 1 second. Arey yaar, please don't message. Please don't message. Okay. No one, no one. Today I have sent means what these questions only today what we have discussed already I have sent. You can download from the chat box. NCR Drive is a file name. And one thing, from tomorrow onwards, today means what, to your registered mail IDs, we will send one Google Classroom link. We will send one Google Classroom link. Right, all documents we will upload in the Google Classroom link only. In the Google Classroom, you can download. Once it is completed, you can download. That is. Okay, just wait. Okay, you don't worry. Today you will get one link to your mail IDs, to all your registered mail IDs. To all your registered mail IDs. Wait, I'll show you that. Just like this, we will create one Google Classroom. Okay. And you will get one invitation link. You please accept that invitation link today, so that you will get the document within 15 minutes after completion of this session. And as we discussed, these 3 days we completely concentrate on strings, collections, arrays, manipulation programs only. Today we discussed very few basic things only according to NCR recruitment drive. The complexity will increase in the next 3 days. Be ready to practice all these things only. See, please don't think that this drive, most of the students thinking that today I am not getting the things, so we are not eligible for NCR drive. But this concept definitely will be useful for other drives also. Please keep it in that mind. Okay, this class, of course, right now we are discussing bit faster for NCR drive, but it is useful for other drives also in your life, because we are learning logical programming here, and this is common for all students and for all drives. Please keep that in mind. Please don't think means what, I am not eligible for NCR, so that this program is not required for me. No such type of things. Is for everything. Sir, please explain the codes in C++. One thing remember, I will ask the management to start one complete logical programming from the scratch to the high-end level using C++ and using Java. We will start 2 batches after this one also. Okay, first you please attend this one. Later from the basic, from the scratch, if you can see, join that Google Classroom, everyone. Naresh IT team sent one message to everyone that please join with that link, so you will get that document. Data structures implementation through Java also, we will start the batch very soon. Don't worry guys. Okay, one by one we will start. And this technical programs also, free batches also, we will start after this NCR Code Campus program. Please don't worry. Anyway, parallelly you are attending that regular classes for Java, Python, C, C++ classes. To improve your logical programming skills, parallelly we will start these batches. Don't worry about that. Okay na? Right. Please accept that. Please join into that Google Classroom. You will get that. Tomorrow, as we discussed, the class will go around 2 hours, 1 hour 40 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes. Please be ready and practice these questions and ready for the next questions also, string arrays, collections, manipulation programs. Right? I'm explaining the things according to that HackerRank, HackerEarth coding things only. So that's why please practice. That's it. Okay. Not Google Drive, Google Classroom. You will get one mail to all your registered mail IDs. We will send one Google Classroom link. Please accept that. From there you can download. Okay na? Don't worry. C language hash include only its compile or not. See the things only. This is what related to that NCR programming. Now we are discussing high-end programs. Those kind of technical questions not required now. Please. Okay. Huh. Yeah, eligible. You just go through that NCR recruitment drive. Okay. And how they are recruiting, right? 2020 passed out. Yes, you can join. You can use Python also, C++ also, .NET also. But here it is parallelly. I cannot explain all the 4. That's why I have selected that Java here. Remember that. Okay, na? Yeah, we will focus mostly on strings only, because I have seen lot of codes they are asking only to process the strings. That's why tomorrow completely we concentrate on string based equations only. Don't worry. Okay. Yes, sure, we will start. You will get the mail soon. Don't worry. Don't worry. The Naresh IT team working on that. Okay, you will get that link. Please go through that. Yeah, JavaScript also supporting object orientation, but in their compilers they are not giving that option of JavaScript, because direct languages are there, na? Python you can use, I think, not JavaScript. You can check that. Go through that NCR documentation. You will get more clarity on that. What type of compilers they have given, and for object orientation sake, what type of languages we can use, everything. Okay, guys. Tomorrow we meet on the same time. Okay. Please be ready.